It's been a while without your face. I saw your picture on the wall the other day. Too much distance, too much space. You need to come back home, run alone. Yeah. I'm waiting for the light to change. You ask me how I've been, but I'm good, I can't complain. I'm get harder, things get strange.
So today is Friday the 20th, and in 2 days my Expo starter repo is going to go live. It's a full stack mono repo with an API, a website for your app, and then an Expo app. We've had reasonably good sales so far. I've made about $500, which is way more than my previous repo that I released way back when I first started making content. So I'm super stoked with that. I do want to actually try making some ads for this product because it is really good and I am really proud of it. So I want to run some Facebook and Instagram ads, probably story ads, but I need to come up with some ideas for how I'm going to grab people's attention. But yeah, it's a $99 product, 100% digital, all done. So once I get it finished, even if it costs me, $40 to $50 to acquire a single customer, I'm still going to make double my money. I've reached out to one of my mates who is good at Facebook ads, and I'm going to chat to him, see what he thinks, and get him to help me set up some ads and just experiment. I'll show you what we have so far. This is obviously the code on the left-hand side. Really nicely organized, really easy to understand. And then when you first open the app, you'll land on something like this. This is the login screen. We've got email and pass login, Google Auth and Apple. These are, if you use Google Auth, you have to use Apple Auth as part of Apple's. Well, not you have to use Apple, but you have to use a method that keeps your email private. So we just add Apple. Same UI for create account. I've got my details hard-coded just at the moment for testing, so we can create an account. And then you'll land on this onboarding flow once you're authenticated. So we'll go authenticated, onboarded, then into the app. This just has some basic questions. It'll tell you what's going on. Then you can just answer some questions like this. Then when you finish, it'll save it, it'll log you in, and we see here, hello, me, you are authenticated and onboarded, and then we're using the onboarded status from the hooks to show the user or the person that's bought this software what's going on. There's quite a bit to this, and it has taken me way longer to set it up than I thought it would, but I need this anyway so that I can personally launch apps faster. So breaking it down and making it really neat for someone else is also helping me whilst also making money. So it's kind of a win-win. Well, it's not kind of, it's exactly a win-win. This is the website that I built for this. So it just shows an example of an app I built using this framework. A couple app screenshots about the app. It breaks down the technology used and then a nice little simple how the technology used over here as well. And then people can just pre-order and it takes you to Stripe with a discount. I do think that this could make quite a bit of money, especially with the vibe coding that's going on at the moment. So I really want to target them to say, this is a really good place for you to start because the repo is fully set up and it all works nicely. And the thing with AI models is they thrive on having really good context, and this offers that. And it also gives it a place to say, oh, this is how this all fits together. I'll do exactly that over here. So I think that it's going to make the Vibe Coders code a lot higher quality versus being some random one-shotted AI slop that just is repetitive and just doesn't work properly. So if you're a Vibe coder, you might want to check this out. It's launch day for my Expo starter repo, and I'm super stoked that it's finally here. The repo itself is done. I just need to set up some guidelines for how to actually use it and get it all set up and deployed. So I'm going to set up the README today, send out all of the access to the people that bought the repo. And then next week, I will do the documentation and a deeper walkthrough of how to use the repo. But yeah, today's the day, super stoked. Just got done. I sent out all of the invites for the RapidDev template, the Expo starter repo, all done. I just finished, before I sent it out, getting all of the READMEs set up so that people actually know what to do when they finally get access to the repo. Now I'm just going to start adding people to the channel inside of Discord so that we can chat quickly back and forth with each other if there's any bugs or if there's anything that they'd like to see in the base repo. Now I'm going to do some things for Yourcon. We've got some bugs in a new discovery feature that's about to be released. And then after that, I'm probably going to do some work on Linker, our new LinkedIn bio software that we're building. Yeah, more on that later. So I realized that I mentioned Your Kind before, but you guys have no idea what that is, obviously, because this is the first video on this channel, so I'll quickly show you. So essentially what it is it's a really easy way for people to get their events live, like clubs and societies or venues or even big events. And it's a marketing platform as well, all built in. So I've been working on this with the guys for about 2 years now. Well, I originally started working with them back in 2023 on this, I think, but it's had a really large evolution since then. So this is all the events live on the platform. You can come through, load more events, select events and whatever, and then check out, buy tickets. It's a really simple experience. But what I've been working on lately is the mobile app, and we're introducing this really cool feature that we're just calling Discovery. And it's a TikTok style discovery feed for events in your location. So just to give you a quick preview, this is what it's going to look like. And you'll be able to just like events, and then you can see your list. Go out to that event, buy tickets. And it's actually really sick. Like I just kind of finished the initial version of this discovery feed, and it's so snappy and it functions just like TikTok. Like you tap it to pause, like you swipe up, swipe back, and it plays from where it was playing when you previously swiped away from it. So yeah, really stoked with this. I think it's gonna be really cool to get this out and in the hands of users. It's Monday morning. We're just kicking off the week. Getting some client work done this morning in my agency. I'll show you how I like to plan out my day because it's really simple and not very techy at all. So I use this very basic journal, just like a $5 journal from Officeworks. And then I write down my daily video, what I need to do that day, and then any thoughts that I'm having, good, bad, professional, personal here, just to get it out on paper. And then we just get to work.
Years ago I was so dumb, clueless, young and stupid, but look at who I have become. I ain't gonna break your heart, promises always say, baby don't go now, hold me close. I know it hasn't been easy lately. You wanna leave, baby.
I'm not really sure how this first YouTube video is going to work out, but each day I'm just trying to document a little bit of what happens and share that on the internet. I really think it would be cool, even if people don't watch this, for me to watch back in many years, as long as I stay consistent with it, to see where I started and where I end up. Now, this isn't the very start because I already have a couple of businesses that are doing relatively well, but there's a long way to go. And there are still a lot of exciting opportunities on the horizon. For instance, with my short form content, I've just started doing UGC and brand deals. And I can quickly see how that itself could turn into a big business. And then also, once the personal brand has grown, how that can be the launch pad for other businesses and other ideas. We're currently on day 77, I think today is, of posting a short form piece of content every single day. And now it's almost just like a habit for me. Like I have a coffee every day and I post a piece of content every day. Before it used to be like, oh, I haven't posted today, I'll just post tomorrow, or I really don't feel like posting. But now it's just like I don't even have to debate it with myself. I just do it. I just create the video, I edit it, and I post it. And it happens every single day. And I'm loving the consistency because it's made me feel like, it's made me realize that if I do this in a bunch of areas, like in my business as well, it just compounds so quickly. And posting content every day has made me realize how fast something compounds and how building that habit of doing something every single day takes it from being a chore to just being something that you do without even thinking. And that's a really refreshing perspective. So yeah, let's do some work.
Days turn into nights, conversation turn into fights. We gon' be alright. Love turn into light. Girl, you've been burning.
Alright, today's Tuesday and we've got something a little bit unique happening today. I have a call in about 15 minutes with a guy that reached out to me on Instagram. He wants to chat about the potential of me coming onto his podcast, which to me is super weird that someone wants to interview me on their podcast, but why not? Let's see how it goes. Hello, how you doing?
Turn off the lights, stay awake till the morning. They ain't always great, but it's never boring. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'd say that over the last maybe 3 months, a bit under 3 months, have been the most consistent I've ever been in my life. With work, with training, and with specifically with content. And I feel like it's making me build consistency in other areas of my life because I do this content thing every single day. It's an absolute non-negotiable. And I'm not willing to compromise on that. Even I have a couple of trips upcoming overseas and I'm not going to let that stop me. Like, I'm going to post every single day. I'm either going to pre-record content for the time that I'm away or just make content on the days that I'm away. Regardless, it's going to happen. But today is pretty exciting. So I just signed 2 exciting contracts, one of which was just a UGC deal. It's my biggest yet in terms of money. It was 500 Australian dollars for a 30-second video. I want to be transparent with the money I make on here because I think it's interesting and it's good insight. I have about 5k followers on Instagram, 4k on TikTok, 1500 on X, but those are completely irrelevant on X because I get no interactions, pretty much a dead account. And then 100 here on YouTube. So, and UGC I don't even have to post on my own account, so it doesn't really matter how many followers I have. I just create the content, send it to them, and they use it on their own business accounts. Yeah. But business is good. Content's good. Consistency works. It pays off.
When it's right, then it's right. Alright.
It's currently Friday here. I got up really early this morning, well, not really early, about 6:30, and cracked on with a bunch of work. Got this feature about half done, and now I'm just going to get on and finish the rest of it. The part that I did this morning was probably the hardest, and now we're just got to finish integrating it into another product. So we'll finish that today, then do a little bit more client work. And then tonight, going indoor rock climbing with a couple of friends. And then family here on the weekend. I wanted to get a bit more work done, so I'll probably try and get up early every day and do a few hours before we have activities planned. Alright, that's pretty much the end of the week. Got done what I needed to for my personal work and did some troubleshooting for a client and figured out roughly the source of that. But I think I'm going to call it there for the day. I'm going rock climbing in an hour and then I'm going to come home and edit my video for my daily post. But yeah, I've got no brain power left, so that's going to be it.